Hi, hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well. In today's class, we will start differentiation. First, we will understand what relevance does differentiation have when it comes to gradient. Okay, how gradient of a curve is related to differentiation, and then slowly once we understand that, we will also go through different types, different formulas for differentiation. Okay, so let us dive into it. First, let us understand, say suppose you have a curve. Okay, say suppose you have a curve. Okay, now if you have a curve like this, okay, say suppose a line or something like this. Okay, now this line, what would be the gradient of this line? If I am calculating gradient, gradient is nothing but rise over run. This you might have learned in your GCSE. Now what is your rise? Rise is your y-axis, run is your x-axis. So rise is nothing but change in y-axis over change in x-axis. This dy by dx, that is change in y over change in x. This dy by dx is known as differentiation. Okay, so gradient of any curve is nothing but the differentiation. Okay, so and it is represented by dy by dx. Okay, now there are multiple things. Okay, this differentiation techniques can be used in optimization, can be used in kinematics, where you are finding a velocity from a displacement time graph, or when you are finding acceleration from velocity time graph. Okay, so there are multiple applications of this differentiation, which we will slowly understand in coming classes. As of now, you just need to know a basic idea that the gradient is nothing but your differentiation, something like that. Okay, so we will dive deeper into it as the class progresses. Okay, now if you know this much, let us discuss something else also. Now what would be the formulas of differentiation? Okay, so suppose you have something in power. Okay, so a differentiation of anything in the power, you can get all this in your formula booklet, but still if you have y is equals to a into x to the power of n, if suppose this is your equation, okay, where a is a constant and x is a variable, so you can write this y is equals to, say suppose 5 x square, something like this. Okay, now how do you differentiate this? The formula is dy by dx, a remains as it is. Okay, and this will become x. Okay, this n will come out, so this would become nx n minus 1. So if you apply this formula, okay, here, so this would become 5. Now only you are supposed to differentiate this according to this formula, because a remains a only, it is not changing. Only x to the power of n is becoming n x n minus 1. Okay, so you can write this as 2 x 2 minus 1, x to the power of 2 minus 1. So this will become 5 times 2, which is 10, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so 10x. Similarly, if I do say suppose if I do, can you do this? Say suppose if I give you 5x cube, this can be written as 5 times 3, 3 minus 1. So this is 15, 5 times 3 is 15 x square. Now when you do differentiation, what is happening to the power? It is being reduced by 1 every time. 3 becomes 2, 2 becomes 1. Okay, this is the basic idea. So this is one thing. Second thing, what you are supposed to know, so suppose you just have x square, what would be its differentiation? It will become 2x. If you have x cube, what would be its differentiation? 3x square. Okay, try to use this formula, you will get this answer. Okay, practice once or twice, you will understand. One more thing you need to know, differentiation of a constant is 0. So suppose if you have dy by dx, sorry, my bad, if you have y is equals to some a. Now if you do dy by dx, it would be 0. Why it would be 0? I will tell you. Say suppose if you have y is equals to say suppose some 5. Do you have any variable with it? No, you don't have, right? That means you have x to the power of 0. Okay, here you don't have any x, that means its power is 0. Okay, so when you do this process, this would become 5 times 0 x to the power of 0 minus 1, which is nothing but 0. The basic idea what I am trying to tell you is you don't need to do all this step. You just need to see whether you have a constant. If you have a constant, you can directly say that it is its differentiation is 0. So suppose you have y is equals to 125. What would be its differentiation? Since it is a constant, you don't have any variable, it is 0. Okay. No matter how big or how small is the number, if you have a constant, that means its differentiation is 0, as simple as that. Okay. So I think you have understood the basic formulas for differentiation. So let us do one question. Let us do few questions for this. So suppose if you have y equals to 5 x to the power of 4 plus 3 x to the power of minus 2 plus 4. Okay. Now if you are asked to differentiate this, okay, so this y will become dy by dx. What would be differentiation of 5x to the power of 4? We know the formula. What is the formula? If suppose you have x to the power of n, it would become n x n minus 1. So this would become 5 will remain as it is. This x to the power of 4 will become 4 x 4 minus 1. 5 times 4 is 20 x cube. So if you differentiate this, this will become 20 x cube. What would be differentiation of this? Then this would become 3 x to the power of minus 2. 3 remains as it is. Minus 2 comes out, x minus 2 minus 1. So 3 times 2 is minus 2 is minus 6, and this would become x to the power of minus 3. So this is minus 6 x to the power of minus 3, and I think everybody knows this. The answer for this is plus 0, because differentiation of constant is 0. So finally my dy by dx, I can write this as 20x cube minus 6x to the power of minus 3. This is my differentiation. So when you have a term with constant, you can do it like this. Okay. Sometimes to confuse you people, the examiner might give you, okay, in terms of fractions. So suppose you have y is equals to 1 by x to the power of 4 plus 2 by x cube. How you can write this? See, before you do the process, what you can do is you can rearrange this. So I can write this as y is equals to x to the power of minus 4 plus 2 times x to the power of minus 3. I can move this up, plus 4 will become minus 4 and plus 3 will become minus 3. Now I can do the differentiation. So when I do the differentiation, y will become dy by dx. What would be x to the power of minus 4 if you do differentiate this? So this would become minus 4 minus 4 minus 1. So minus 4 x to the power of minus 5. So this is minus 4 x to the power of minus 5 plus what would be differentiation of this 2x to the power of minus 3. So minus 3 will come out, x minus 3 minus 1. So 2 times minus 3 is minus 6 x to the power of minus 4. So this would become minus 6 x to the power of minus 4. This is the answer. So just look at the question, whatever you can change accordingly, and you can solve. Okay. Now I hope you understood this, and sometimes they can frame n number of varieties. Okay, it is up to you. So suppose they ask you to differentiate this y is equals to 2x plus 3 whole square. Now before you solve this, you need to expand. That is the easiest way. So I can expand this. Okay, so I can expand this. I can write this 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. Okay, I will multiply this and I will get as 4x square plus 6x plus 6x is 12x plus 9. So I can get this, or I can use the formula a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. If you don't know that, you can just keep them aside and cross multiply. And now you can differentiate this. So this y is 4x square plus 12x plus 9. Okay, now you can start differentiating this. Okay, what is the differentiation of 4x square? What is the differentiation of 12? What is the differentiation of 9? Differentiation of 9 is 0. Differentiation y is dy by dx, and these two terms you will do it. Pause the video and do it. Okay, so something like this they can give. Even they can give it in fractions. So suppose they can give question like this: y, or I can write this here, y is equals to say suppose I have 8x6 minus x cube completely divided by 2 to the power of x to the power of 4. So they can give it like this also. Then what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to split the fraction. So this would be 8x to the power of 6, 2x to the power of 4 minus x cube by 2x to the power of 4. Okay, so this would become 4. So this is 4 times, so 4x, and out of 6 4 goes out, so you have 2. So this is 1 by 2x. So this can be written as 4x square minus 1 by 2 x to the power of minus 1. Then you can differentiate this. Okay, so now once you get the value of y, you have separated all the variables, then you can do this. Okay, hopefully you understood this process of differentiation. I will come up with another few more formulas of differentiation in upcoming class. I will see you there. Thank you.